Welcome to Bucket Blast. I am Miss Beth and I will be with you for 5 whole weeks to learn more about rhythm. And in this case, we're using a bucket, sticks, and a beach ball to learn more about rhythm. You have a beach ball. What did a beach ball have to do with drumming? Well, if you notice, banging on the drum could be really loud. So I put a beach ball in the open end of the bucket, and it acts as what drummers call a drum pad, and it lightens the sound. So if you need to practice something while others are in the house, it's not so loud. And the final thing we have is called a bucket. You will have received a bucket, and you'll need to turn it over where you have the flat side up. And you can tell that this is much louder than the beach ball. And this is for when we're actually playing together. Next, I wanted to say a little bit about storing your materials. From week to week, we'll have 3 things that we're responsible for bringing: the bucket, the drumsticks, which there are 2, and the beach ball. The way I would like for you to store your materials would be to turn over your bucket, put your drumsticks inside, and put your beach ball on top. And if you put it down in there pretty firmly, the sticks will not get lost. And you can put this in your playroom or living room or in your room and use it from week to week, and nothing will be lost. Next, I want to tell you a little more about your sticks. You'll have 2 sticks, and mine are red and yours will be wooden, but there are 2 ends of your stick. One is rounded and one has a wooden tip on it that looks a little bit different. I don't know if you can see it there, a little bit different. This is the part that you will hit the drum or the beach ball with, not the more rounded part. It's kind of a pointy end. And the way you hold your sticks is you take your thumb and your pointer and you pinch it kind of almost at the end of one of the opposite end of the tip, and do the other. Then you wrap your fingers around it and you hold them as if you're riding a bicycle. And you keep them kind of wiggly, and these are just lightly placed, the other fingers are slightly placed around it, and your wrists are very loose. So can you do that? Loose wrist. Okay, let's put these down again. Let's try it. Pinch, wrap, pinch, wrap, loose arms, loose hands. Now, you see, you do that. And I'm really only holding it tightly with these 2 things, pointer and thumb. That way they move fast. Let's practice that. Good job. Now I want you to take your bucket and turn it upside down, where the flat part is at the top. Let's grip our sticks one more time. Wrap. And I want you to try to do some drum strokes. Good job. Now, before we begin with our rhythm activities with our drums, let's talk a little more about what is rhythm, what is beat. Let's start talking about rhythm and beat by saying this little rhyme. Bee, bee, bumblebee, stung a man upon his knee, stung a pig upon his snout. I declare that you are out. Let's listen again for our rhyming words. Bee, bee, bumblebee, stung a man upon his knee, stung a pig upon his snout. I declare that you are out. So bee and knee and snout and out are rhyming. What is the name of the heartbeat in music? Does anyone know? Yes, it's called steady beat. That's the heartbeat of all music. Now I want you to count how many bumblebees there are on this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I would like for you to tap each bee as I say the rhyme again. Bee, bee, bumblebee, stung a man upon his knee, stung a pig upon his snout. I declare that you are out. Now can you pat your lap for every bee as I say the rhyme? Bee, bee, bumblebee, stung a man upon his knee, stung a pig upon his snout. I declare that you are out. So as you can tell, sometimes there are more pulses than there are bees. What is the name of changing sounds in music? Does anybody know? Amazing! It's called rhythm. Now with our next slide, you see the words bee, bee, bumblebee, stung a man upon his knee, stung a pig upon his snout. I declare that you are out. But now there are big bees and little bees. I wonder what that could mean. Do you have any idea? Well, it looks like the smaller bees maybe go faster than the bigger bees. Let's see. Bee, bee, bumblebee. Oh, 2 small bees make 1 big bee. Could that be it? Okay, I'm going to clap the beat and let's see if 2 small bees equal 1 big bee. Bee, bee, bumblebee, stung a man upon his knee, stung a pig upon his snout. I declare that you are out. That's it. 2 small bees make 1 big bee. So they must be shorter than the big bees, and the big bees must be longer than the small bees. So, at first, the bees were following the beat. Then the bees, with a combination of big and small bees, made the rhythm. So the answer to the question, which has more sounds, rhythm or steady beat? Which has more bees? Rhythm, of course. Okay, back to the studio. Now let's talk about the parts of our drum or our bucket. We've got the head, we've got the rim, and we've got the sides. And sometimes I will ask you to play with your right hand, and sometimes I'll ask you to play with your left hand. So as we begin on our warm-up activity, let's do what is called 8 on the side. So we're going to tap it 8 times on the right hand, which is this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Now let's switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you notice my hand doesn't lay down here when I've stopped playing with one hand and started with the other. It stays ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little faster. Faster still. As you go faster, allow it to bounce. job. Now, would you like to play a couple of rhythms or grooves with me? See if you can be my echo. Now notice I started with my right hand every time. Let's do this again. You do it. Now, here comes the fun part. I've picked out a really fun song for us all to drum together. Now we're going to start slow, and don't be discouraged if it's too slow for you. We're going to be ramping it up soon. This is called God is Good, and it's a wonderful video about God is good wherever we go. And so what I want you to do is I just want you to drum the steady beat, and I want you to alternate hands. You can start whatever hand you would like to, whatever feels more comfortable. So it just needs to go. And see if you can just keep it on the beat. And as I play the song, I'm going to clap out the steady beat just at the very beginning. And then I want you to keep that steady beat up towards the end. Great job.
Over mountains high, through the valleys low, God is good. Wherever we go, from the brightest days to the darkest nights, God is good all the time. God is good. To the vast unknown, everywhere we go, God is good. Through the trials we face, He will show the way. We will stand and say that God is good. God is good. And downs when life spins us around. Our God is good. When nothing goes our way and it's just not our day. Our God is good. God is good. To
So this has been a wonderful first meeting with us. Next week, we're going to ramp up and we're going to do more drumming and more different techniques that we can use on these songs. I have a couple of really fun songs that I want us to do, and eventually I want us to play at an event or at a table, whatever COVID allows us to do for our moms and dads and friends and family. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope to see you at our Zoom on Wednesday evening. That may be tonight for you, or it may be tomorrow for you at 5 o'clock on the Zoom link provided. I'll be there. We'll get to play together our new song, God is Good. And Miss Stacy will be there as well to offer a wonderful Bible study and a prayer. So I can't wait to see you Wednesday at 5. See you next time.